guys, welcome back. So I've actually already been working on the truck all day. Well, I'm not working on the truck, but I got it running as you saw in the last video. And now we're back at it. I got some stuff welded up. The welds are right here. Let's grab the lights. Those are the welds. Let me know what you guys think, if they're good, if they're bad. I don't really care. I think they're gonna hold. If not, actually let me know. So I did both sides. Also quickly ground this thing down. Got it ready for paint. So I'm gonna paint that up right now. And yeah. So guys, I disconnected my fuel cell from the rest of the stuff. Got some cross pieces cut here and some in between pieces for my fuel cell mount. So that's what I'm going to be working on next. Tacking that all in, and I'll show you guys when it's set up. Okay guys, so I just finished the fuel cell mount. I'll show you quickly. Here's the fuel cell. Still need to drill holes in here, but these go like that, and that goes over there. So that's the fuel cell mount, fits in there decently snug. This is the fast mount. I just took the support. Look at that nice weld. It's like the only one. So yeah, it mounts on this side on these little flanges over here. Yeah, so that'll look good. That'll be good. So I'm gonna paint it now, and then after I'm done painting it, it will be tomorrow. I'll be probably bleeding the brakes and maybe taking it for its first drive, hopefully. Oh yeah, maybe I'll mount the shocks quickly just to see how they do. There's the fuel lines hanging up, return line, and the feed line, engine feed line, and then the wiring harness is all tucked up there, so I still have to find a good route for that, and that actually mounts underneath there. I'll show you guys all that all in the next clip here. So first coat of paint is on. Looks pretty good for a frame, I think. Pretty excited to get everything mounted up. There we go. Here's the fuel cell installed, and the fast turned out really nice. It's super solid on here. It hangs not too low, so if I do a wheelie, I'm pretty sure these brackets will hit before the filters hit. I'm kind of maxed out on going up here, so that's just the way it's gonna be. Probably not gonna run big cat filters. Shortened these fuel lines up, as you guys saw. This one's just temporary, guys. I don't have the right fitting here yet. It's not the right size. That's why the hose clamp's on there. It's just a fuel return line from the motor back. This is the clean fuel going to the motor. Also haven't actually finished running them in the frame yet. They're kind of just laying in there with some random zip ties still on them from my really bad setup earlier. And then here's the fuel pickup, that's 5/8, and then the rest is all 1/2 inch hose all the way to the CP3. So that's the way it was running before, so I'm assuming that it had enough fuel rail pressure, and we'll find out once we start actually driving it around and doing some pulls with it. Okay guys, I got all the fuel lines except for this fuel return hose tucked away in the frame, up to the cab anyway. The rest is just zip tied up kind of randomly right now, and that will be fixed later when I redo that area. I am also currently, because here's the rear brake assembly piece, I'm deconstructing the trailer brake part to the cab, and I'm just gonna cut that and temporarily tape off the wires at the cab. That'll also be done later, and then after that I'm gonna bleed the brakes and then we go for a ride. So guys, because I cut the bed, there's quite a sharp edge here and don't really like the way it looks, so I picked up some of this edge protector stuff. It was like $2 on Amazon, so I'm gonna quickly slap that on. So I think that doesn't look too bad. It's at least a lot safer so that stuff doesn't get caught on here as I just rub it with my So guys, we're gonna do some yeah, brake. That's too bad. Fluid change. I'm actually gonna flush some of the brake fluid out, clear out some air out of the line because we replaced that line. We're gonna use some jalapeno peppers brake fluid. Just kidding, it's DO3. Okay, here's my brake fluid by yourself flush tool. You just pop this over top of the little inlet. Pain in the ass. Where's the little inlet? Right there. Come on. Alright, at least you know it's not coming off, because you don't want air coming back through there. This goes down into this little jar and then close it up, and you notice it's sitting at the bottom. Filled it by a bit, and now I can break this screw, press the brakes, and that will lead, and then that happens. So I already had these brakes apart at one point, installed these fresh pads here, so I just need to swap those over in here. When you go to install your rotors, I've heard of people installing them upside down. You have to make sure your bleeder screws on the top. If not, your brakes won't bleed properly. It's an easy mistake to make because they do mount from left to right, so there is a left and right caliper, so you want to make sure that's the right way. So these have new clips already, which is nice. Yeah, just gotta swap over the pads real quick and slap them in there, swap over the hose. I'm also going to be doing some work in here, but I'll show you guys that later. So guys, here you can see I got the new pads and the new caliper. I literally drove like 2 kilometers with these pads. So yeah, I'm gonna start cleaning this up. I disconnected the e-brake stuff. I'm gonna see how much of the stuff I can get rid of in here, because that's all weight. I want to get rid of that dust shield as well, so hopefully I can get to that without unbolting too much stuff. It looks like I would have to if I did it properly, but I think I might just cut it. So we'll see what happens there. Guys, here's the damage. Just ripped it all out with a crowbar. Did some cutting, cleaned some stuff up here. I just cut the heat shield all the way around. It's currently ready for a little layer of paint, and then get started on the other side. So, and although it's only a little bit more weight reduction's done. So guys, here's it all painted up. The whole dust shield's cut off. Yeah, looks pretty good, I think. Throw these on, throw the rotors on, show you the other side quickly. Same thing except for that little piece that I cut off. It's actually at the bottom right here. So then that's all painted up. This one's still really wet. The other one I'm gonna start slapping together. Throw that on there. Bleed the brakes, throw tires on, go for a rip. Also guys, remember, there is most likely a quarter charge that you pay when you pick up your new calipers. If you return your calipers, I think mine's like 60 bucks a caliper. So you return them, any shape they're in, they'll take them. So cut them off, doesn't matter what you do. But yeah, let's get going. Guys, here they are installed. I love shiny new parts, especially when you clean up around them. Makes it look real good. So, gotta make sure that there's a washer on the top and bottom of your filler. And then I took this cap off already. That's the bleeder. That's the thing that broke on my last brakes. So, yeah. Hopefully they bleed properly and we can get driving. Time to take it for a short little drive, see how the brakes work. Fuel system seems to be pumping fuel. I still need to get bolts for that. Don't have the shocks in, don't really care. We're gonna go for a ride. There's a whole bunch of other parts that I need to install. First time me driving with the whole bed cut off and everything, so drives pretty good, drives smooth. Needs a bit of an alignment, I think, but that's okay. We Gotta do front suspension yet anyway. So I'm super stoked. I'm glad it drives around. This is my first time doing anything like this, so frame's still intact. Kind of made a mess of things because it's raining, or it's wet anyway. Brakes look awesome. Everything's brand new. They work great. A little bit soft, but I think that's the same as my old LBZ, so I think I'm just gonna have to deal with that. Pump's a little loud, but it's a 220, so should have enough fuel anyway for the next while. So guys, super stoked on the drive-in. Brakes and tires lose pretty easily because it's wet out. They're slicks, definitely not recommended for this. I think it looks freaking awesome. Sounds healthy. Everything's working properly. Pump's going. I am almost out of fuel, so brakes work good. Everything's working. Everything's doing what it's supposed to do. So gonna tidy up some things and then probably start on the front end. Hey guys, shop's empty. Got some stuff to clean up. Gotta clean up my tools. It's gonna be the end of that video. Hope you liked it. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out, how everything runs so far. Still a lot to do before the season starts. But yeah, if you liked it, please subscribe, follow along, and hope we make it to the track and get some good runs in this year.